I love to talk about ways to be happier, to brighten our days, just to be better in general. And I haven't been feeling my brightest lately. And so I thought, okay, what's a reset for fall with some super easy things that I can do and that I think you might want to do as well. So let's get started with easy day brighteners. Number 1, drink more water. Can you even imagine how many people are low-key dehydrated just in the United States? So a first world country, people are just not drinking enough water. Oh, sure, coffee, pop, things like that, but not enough water. So let's see. I read that I think it's like 70% of people are dehydrated. So we all know that water is wonderful for us, right? We know that. Just general water. So a tip that I do is I fill up a container, and I know that this is 4 8-ounce glasses of water. And then I've just got my regular glass, and then throughout the day I just fill it up. So I know that when that's done, it's been 4 glasses of water. Fill it up again, that's 8 glasses of water. Ooh, and if it's a really good day, I could fill it up again, and you never know what could happen then. All right, number 2, sunshine. I am in a room right now that has access to sunlight, but all the curtains are closed. But in the morning, I know I feel better if I have access to sunlight. And of course, one of the best ways to have access to sunlight is to go outside. Now, something interesting with sunlight is it actually stimulates like the part of our brain that produces serotonin. So it makes us happier. Now, another thing that can brighten our day is getting outside and walking. The added benefit of that for me is I'm walking, I'm moving my body, it de-stresses me, plus instant access to sunlight, right? Even if it's cloudy, you know the sun is there. And whether you feel the warmth of it or it's a breezy day, you still know that you're outside and the sun is there, whether it's above the clouds or in your eyes. Moving, of course, is so good for us. It helps me work through problems. And like I said before, it de-stresses me. It improves my mood. So sometimes I'll throw on a podcast. Sometimes I'll listen to subliminals. Sometimes I won't listen to anything and I'll just walk and notice birds and dogs barking, and look at that little flower growing out of the cement. And there's an eagle flying overhead, because that actually happens. It can happen. It could happen. So moving the body and sunlight, 2 in 1 for you. So what if it's just like pouring rain, or soon here where I live in Minnesota, it could be a blizzard. You never know when that can happen. And you can't get outside. So, okay, maybe you don't have access to the sun, but you can still move your body. And a great way, I'm not talking like getting on the elliptical or the treadmill, although if that's what you love to do, continue doing it. But what actually makes me feel better is music and dancing. So that's what I love to do. Harvard Medical School wrote that music stimulates the brain's reward centers, while dance activates its sensory and motor circuits. It can improve brain health. Dancing and music gives you a healthy brain. How frickin' awesome is that? And again, what a mood lifter. Sometimes when I'm cleaning, well, first of all the time when I'm cleaning, I have music playing. And many times when I've got the Swiffer going, I am dancing away to the music while I'm cleaning. So there's another added benefit for you, a clean house. The next thing that makes me feel better and could potentially help you feel better as well is when I give myself the space and time to just plan. Either plan my day, my week, to think about my day, my week. And when I say allow myself, I do have to allow myself because you know how our days go. We fill them up with minutia. And often silly, stupid things, like if you pick up the phone and you're scrolling, all of a sudden an hour has passed, or you decide to turn on the TV at night, 3 hours could pass. But when I am intentional and give myself space and time, and by space, I think what I mean by that is I have a specific place I like to go that feels expansive for me. It's also triggers in a good way my brain into getting into like that planning mode. Now, maybe for you, you don't want to plan anything. Maybe it's just space and time to think, to create, just anything where you've got an actual amount of time where no one's asking anything of you, where you don't have all these incoming things like social media or commercials or anything like that. Your brain can do some wonderful things given space and time. It also creates better decision-making outcomes, and that makes me happy. Another thing, I like to start my day with affirmations, and we can go back and forth on whether they actually work or not. Frankly, at this point in my life, I don't care if they work. They make me feel better. They set the right tone for the day, and I can switch them up and be specific with them. So maybe if on a certain day I have something I'm not looking forward to, or if I have something challenging I need to do, I can create an affirmation to go along with that, to just sort of boost my confidence and my self-esteem and lessen my self-doubt. I am going to be making a video all about how to actually say affirmations and how to create your own so that you'll believe them and not be saying an affirmation and think to yourself, that is so not true, right? Another thing that I love to do is I think about today me brightening tomorrow me's day. And so if at the end of the day I get my lunch planned and I lay out my flat person, that's what my husband calls it, his flat person. So that just means I'm picking the clothes from my closet and I'm actually putting them out so that I see them. I don't have to make those decisions in the morning. And you know, time is a funny construct because it seems to squeeze in the morning. It feels as if there's less time in the morning, whereas it tends to expand in the evening. And so during that time, you're not in a rush and you can get things ready for tomorrow you. And that is going to make you feel so much better, especially the next day, tomorrow you, which will be today you. You'll just be like, thank you, yesterday me. Now, the final way is to brighten someone else's day. And you're not doing it because it will make you feel better. You're doing it because you genuinely want to help or reach out or brighten someone else's day. Just think about how you feel when someone reaches out to you. So you could text someone that you're thinking of them and maybe you could get together. You could write a letter. You love getting actual real letters, right? You love that. So do that for someone else. You could just touch base with a friend. You love it when friends reach out to you. So think about the things that you love, what other people do for you, and turn around and do that for other people. And it really does help you feel better. I hope you've enjoyed this list. I hope you try a few of them. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Hit that like button and subscribe. All right, see you next time.